All right, we are back here. Last game of the morning competition coming at you. Los Angeles Infamous is about to take on 187 Crew. Now, LA Infamous, in case you missed it this morning, they pretty much beat up on Seattle Thunder, who had massive penalty issues in that game. So we really haven't seen what Infamous is going to bring. I mean, they played great that game, but it's easy to play and score 3 points real quick when you're only playing 3-on-5, playing 5-on-3. 187 Crew, they've got to pick it up. 187 Crew lost to Tauntauns in their first game of the season, and again, we keep saying it because it's so true. They had a great freshman year, and they only got 4 wins last year, but they really impressed a lot of people with their skill, their tenacity, and we didn't see that in the first game. And it looks like we have Lauren with one of the Infamous boys on the sidelines. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, down here on the sidelines at Cousins Paintball with Chris Sosine from Infamous. Chris, you guys watched 187's match earlier, so how are you feeling going into this one?
We're feeling good. They didn't look too strong, but we're definitely not gonna be overconfident. So we're definitely gonna play our same game we did the first one and not underestimate them. And we're ready to go though. So
your first match, I mean, was pretty easy. In the first few minutes, you guys had it because they got so many penalties. But what are you focusing on going into this? You can't count on 187 getting those penalties.
I mean, we got our game plans. We got to stick with them. Be confident in one another. We all know how to play paintball, so we're just gonna go out there and do it.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We'll see how they do. Back to you, Maddie.
All right, here we go. You're looking at LA Infamous. That's Kevin Cali Rudolph, and he has transitioned to have to play the front after playing the back for the past couple seasons. He's been doing great at it and really helped that team win some tournaments. But he grew up playing that. I played with Kevin Cali Rudolph. He was an amazing front player, and he was playing the one on the snake side. So he's going to have to go to the well and return into that front player form. Looks like that Nikki Cuba. Yeah, Nikki Cuba gets eaten up. So one player coming off for Infamous. They still have 4 bodies alive as we start this first point.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, he's one of those guys that can play anywhere. Damian Ryan as well. The thing is that Infamous, it's not as bad over there as everybody's kind of making it out to be. They still have tons of solid players, and they all play really well together. We see Drew Templeton, he gets shot, and he comes off the field. 187 actually playing a little bit more aggressive this game than they did last game. This is what we expect to see out of them. So, some good matches,
Well, Todd, I think that right here, sorry to interrupt you, but I think they got that 50-yard line Dorito. That's who's chopping everybody up right now, and that's got to be Dan Zaleski over there as he transitioned from the snake to play the Doritos. And, he was saying that Max Schroeder's a better snake player than him, but of the two, Zaleski has had a much better event so far.
Yeah, Zaleski's been doing a pretty good job, in the 50 Dorito right now, going head-to-head with Cali Rudolph. Cali trying to come out the backside of that snake. He's got Damian Ryan to protect him. Watch him from that corner over there. So, I mean, Cali, they lost Bobby as well. He got shot once Zaleski got into that 50. I wouldn't doubt if, actually it says that Max Trailer got that shot, who's sitting in Snake 2 right now. Working across, trying to get shots in on Damian.
Oh, and Kevin Rudolph is coming off. And here comes Nick Laval to drop the hammer on the last player left alive for Infamous. And was that their new pickup?
No, that was
Damian?
That was Damian.
Yeah, Damian Ryan. So, Damian does not play his best paintball off his heels. This last guy left alive. He's an attacker and a great one at that. But Infamous is going to go down here 1-0 as long. There's a minor penalty on. Is that on Infamous? So it looks like Greg Lazat got that penalty for 187, and I don't know if that leaves anybody left alive for them, because did they concede the point?
Yeah, they holding the flag.
Okay, they're holding the flag. So yeah, first point's going to go to Upton 187 Crew, though Greg did get that minor penalty, and man, LA Infamous going down 1 here to the young kids from Upton, Massachusetts, and we're going to be right back after this. This match is brought to you by CPX Challenge Park Extreme, a little outside of Chicago, Illinois, and man, what an amazing field that is. We're going to have our 3rd event there, and they also have the spectacle that is the Living Legends coming up pretty soon too. So, and we talk about paintball adventures. You want to have a fun paintball adventure? Go to the Living Legends.
Yeah, also the proud sponsor of Team Infamous. CPX is Infamous's home field. So you'll find them out there practicing. CPX has a new indoor field as well, CPX O'Hare. That when it gets cold out there in the Midwest, you can go play some indoor paintball and still get your games in during the wintertime.
That's huge, man. That's one of the issues that the Midwest and Northeast teams have, is not having a great, well, they can't play outdoors in the winter. They do, actually. They play outdoors in the snow, but that is not the most productive practice in the world. So here we go on the breakout, split screen breakout, left-hand parts new screen.
Oh, no.
A major penalty on, I think that was Max Trailer. So Max Trailer struggling in this event so far, gets that major penalty. He's going to have to go there for 2 minutes, so that is in addition to the 1 minute penalty that Lazat is serving in that box. So 2 187 players are stuck in that box, but Damian Ryan getting shot for Infamous, and Kevin Callie Rudolph getting shot for Infamous too, but it looks like Nick Laval is the last player left alive here.
Yeah, I mean, when you see bodies walking off the field, you know, everybody always wants to get up, go charging down the field, you know, to go get up, but I mean, you really got to be a little bit more patient.
Wow, did you just see, did you see Templeton go to sleep on Lazat, completely drop the ball, and now Lazat comes out, blows Templeton's back apart after he rope-a-dope Laval. It was a great move actually on Laval, but then Greg gets owned by Sosine. Man, yeah. Sosine is so good at one-on-ones.
Yeah, he is. He reminds me of John Richardson.
Didn't he have an epic one? Oh, wow, and then they drop the ball again, so Infamous just completely forgetting about the actual penalty clock. Wow,
like Sosine had already hung the flag.
Well, I don't know. We're gonna have to find out right now. But Max Trailer's not buying it. He's like, yeah, you know what? I shot you, and I'm gonna go run the flag in and just sell it, Max. So the referees are gonna get over there and try to figure out exactly what just happened. But that's a communication error, because Chris Sosine has got to, well, it's a communication error, and it's also a presence error. You need to also always be aware mentally of what penalties just happened, and you have to constantly check the clock. It's like checking your rearview mirror when you're driving. You want to do that every now and then, just in case something's going on. So that's a big issue if that happens twice in 1 point. I mean, how many times have we seen that?
Wow, I don't think I've personally ever seen it. I mean, yeah. But that was good heads-up ball by 187 crew, though. I mean, but it's easy to have heads-up ball when you're standing in the penalty box.
Yeah, and that's the only thing that you're just begging for, that opportunity. Like, oh, please go to sleep on me. Please go to sleep on me. Oh my God, he went to sleep. This is awesome.
Your mouth starts watering. It's like, oh my God.
But I don't know exactly, because the referees are having a conference right now, so I don't know exactly what they're going to come up with that. I mean, how would you guys call that? Did you think that Sosine had hung that flag?
Well, to me, it looked like Sosine hung the flag, number one. Number two, it looked like when Trailer came out, he made contact with Sosine, which you can't do either. So, I mean, there's a few things that you could discuss down there if you're the referees, you know, which way you're going to call that. But, I mean, the referee should have been also watching the clock and watching when Trailer came out of the box. You know, the referees need to be conscious of, you know, making sure that he comes out on time. And you're also not allowed to shoot until you leave the box. And it really didn't look like he did. I mean, we're going to get this replay right here. You're going to see Sosine. You know, we'll get a chance to check our timing a little bit better.
Well, look at the Templeton's move on the ball, though. That was a great move.
That was a great move, actually. This is just...
But then he gets roped up by Greg. Greg Lazat comes out, blasts him in the back. And then he gets owned by Sosine.
That was a great shot by Sosine, too.
Yeah, so then you see Drew Templeton's back get lit up right there. That moment, it's just he went past there and he gets shot. And then, yeah, so here it is from the other angle again. Same play.
I think Drew was already dead.
I want to see.
Yeah, I think Drew was already. I think he traded out with Laval.
I think I want to see. I want to see the Chris Sosine. If we have that, that's what I really want to see, because that's going to be the telltale.
Well, that's the controversy. The first one is not controversial because that was clean. Greg Lazat comes out and was able to get the shot on him, and then he got shot by Sosine legit. Then Sosine goes to hang the flag. It's the Max Trailer coming out of the box. That's the question. So we'll see here how exactly that works out.
187 crew is never so happy to have people coming out of the box.
Yeah. For real. Well, the referee's still checking it out. All right, so check this out right here. So this is it. This is the controversial call here. So the flag is being hung, and then you can't really see because the net kind of blocks our shot from there, from the eye in the sky angle. And then, yeah, so that's Max Trailer coming out of the box, and we're rewinding in here, and let's see if we can actually get that exact moment when he shot Sosine. So Sosine's kind of already there almost. Like Sosine looks like, let's see if he, I can't, again, this is not the right angle on it, but.
I mean, there's a ref standing right there.
Yeah, there's 2 refs standing right there. So, and there's literally a ref watching that exact angle. So that they're probably picking that ref's brain right now, and he should be able to make that call. I mean, he's 2 inches away, so regardless of the camera angle that we have, the guy was literally right on top of that call. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to figure out exactly what happened down there. Well, it looks like we have Lauren Kelly's got some info for us. Lauren, what's up?
Hey guys, lots of drama going down here on the field. There's confusion over whether it was a minor or a major penalty. Infamous thought it was a major penalty, but it was actually a minor. They were fine coming out of the box. They did everything right, but they hit Sauce at the very last second. Sauce, though, had already hung the flag. So right now they're saying that it's a clean point, no penalty. But they're still debating it, and there's still a lot of argument going on. So we're not sure what the actual verdict is going to be. Back to you, Maddie.
Well, more information, but no clarification, unfortunately. But you know, I'm glad we have Lauren over there because we can at least get as much information as we possibly can. So a little bit of chaos, but this is a chaotic game. That's what makes it fun. So here we go. So this is the other angle. So let's look at this real quick. Let's see exactly when that flag gets hung. He already was coming out of there. Well,
Yeah, that barrel is already out.
we'll get to the bottom of it. Max Trailer, though, wears one right in his face, trying to get, and it's, God, man, 187 have a hard time living in their spots.
Max Trailer is just having a rough day altogether. You know, it's hard, once you get out of your groove, it's hard to get in your groove, and sometimes you just have a bad day. And Bobby Avila's taking one on the far side of the field right now for Infamous.
Bobby shot Max Trailer on the break, then came into that temple and got shot from across the field. But another yellow flag goes flying in the air. 187
Just
crew
struggling.
just giving bodies away.
Unbelievable. And also now number 13.
They look kind of like CEP did last year a little bit.
Yeah. Green jerseys and all.
Now, and here's Damian Ryan now at the center. There's AJ Trillett. Damian Ryan grabs the flag, and he's going to come in. Really surprised not to find any bodies, considering they all came off with a quickness with that penalty. A couple bodies on the break, and then the penalty hurt you every time. So the LA Infamous, after that really close last call here, goes up real quick, 2-1.
Okay, well, AJ Trillett looks like he's limping. That's not good. The last thing Infamous needs is any more injuries. All right, let's check this out. Let's get to the bottom of this. All right, so here's the super slow-mo coming up, and so we see Sosine gently jogging up. Looks like he's cleared out the field, and he's going to go hang it. And then here comes Max Trailer. Boom. I think he shot him right there, obviously. Point blank, direct shot to the chest before he hung the flag.
That's what it looks like to me.
Okay, but did he shoot him while he was still in the box? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he had no body out of the box. He was still behind the net.
Well, I'm wondering what the official rule exactly is. Like, how much do you have to come completely
out of the box?
Well, he definitely was not completely out of the box before he shot Sos.
But he may have crossed the line.
Well, that's why we got the refs down there. Anyway, so scores 1-1, 15-31, and we're going to be right back after this. We're back, tied up at 1 apiece. 187 crew taking on LA Infamous. Still a ton of time left here to go in this chaotic and crazy game so far, and the 187 crew just, I'm surprised the game is this close because they're struggling with penalties. So Infamous not capitalizing necessarily as much on the errors that we're seeing from 187 crew.
And, I mean, once again, Max Trailer gets shot on the break trying to come out here to the snake side. So having a tough go at it is 187 on the snake side of the field. You know, including their game this morning against the Tauntauns.
Well, boys, if I was 187 crew's coach, if I was Nick Laval, the captain of that team, this is what I would say. I'd be like, look, wash all of that madness away. It's tied up. It's basically 0-0 right now. Let's go out and win this game. And then start performing but they really have got to get Max Trailer going over here on the snake side. Last year we watched a ton of teams not live up to their potential because they did not have an effective attacker on the snake side consistently getting up there. And this snake is not as treacherous as some of the other snakes that we've seen in recent memory. So Max Trailer's got to get the ball rolling over here for 187.
Yeah, Chris Sosine back in the game up here in the mini race bunker at the 40 off to the side of the snake.
And you look at this, 187, they only have one player left alive over on this snake side because Max Trailer died. They do, however, have 3 players left alive over here on the Doritos. But if you notice, they haven't made any aggressive moves. They need to start flooding down this side of the field to try to get those angles on Infamous and try to exert their will on Infamous, because Infamous, they don't have great field position either. They don't really have anybody on that Dorito side. Look, the closest guy on the Dorito side is Nicky Cuba right there. Well, Nicky Cuba, this is the only place that they have anybody on that side of the field.
Right now, you know, see Chris Sosine right there in the right top, on like the left side of your screen at that little mini race bunker. He's the one locking down that Dorito side of the field, and he's doing it very effectively right now. I think he's the one holding everybody up, because if they do get down that Dorito side of the field, they're going to have shots on everybody.
Yeah, so if you're looking at on your screen right now, Chris Sosine is effectively keeping 187 crew from moving up by locking down that lane, and they're also getting shots on him from this side. So though Infamous doesn't really have anybody on that Dorito side, they're keeping them locked up. I mean, there's no one on 187 crew that's past that line right there. They have 3 players stuck back there, and they need a gunfight into position. This is definitely a put a guy in and go type field right now for them. There's lots to work with over there.
Brad McCurley back over there for the Los Angeles Infamous, trying to help Cali Kevin, who sneaks up into Snake 2 and starts going to work across the field. There you see Kevin Rudolph on your screen, up in that, right between that little wedge. You can see as 187 dives into the snake, mirrored up with Cali. Nicky Cuba really getting pinched in that can. Infamous has nobody on the Dorito side. Sosine came up the middle, came towards the snake side, shooting that way, but really no bodies. If they're going to be able to get anybody over there, Nicky Cuba's going to have to bump out to that corner, and Brad can come across. You know, then he would be, you know, the most free person. But right now, really just trying to shoot angles across the field as 187 bumps up into Dorito 3. You know, this could, Nicky Cuba may start have to thinking about getting out of there, because he's really getting pinched, feeling the pressure from the snake side, and he's got really not a whole lot of protection on his backside.
You know, this game has really devolved into a very, very technical lineup right now. These guys are locked in these gun battles, not really utilizing, especially on that Dorito side for 187. They did finally make that move up there, and they are down 1 point here. But there's a lot of options out on this field, and Infamous locking things up. They're in good field position. They don't have any more bodies to throw over there. You know, Infamous, or you're looking at 187, they've got, can you guys see who's in that 40-yard line Dorito over here? This spot right there. They need to get that guy up the field. He's got the ball. Either that or...
Well, I can't believe they haven't come on the snake yet. I mean, that's just... There's nobody stopping him. There's no reason he can't crawl around, Matty, and just get down the side of the snake and shoot Chris Sosine in the back.
That's Zaleski, I believe, over there. That's Zaleski, I believe, over there in the Dorito for 187. You know, getting a lot of spins, being effective. You know, him being up there now is when these guys on the snake side for 187 need to try and make something happen. Chris Sosine now focused solely on the Dorito side of the field. You know, Brad and Cali are going to have to protect him so that he doesn't get lit in the back. Brad's got to protect Cali as well.
Oh, and Zaleski gets shot out of his bunker over there on the Dorito side of the field.
Ooh, I wonder who shot him there.
Did he get shot moving or shot out of his bunker?
I think it was Brad McCurley.
Did Brad? Oh, and big move. Was that Jenkel?
That was Jenkel.
Yeah, so Jenkel comes and cleans out Cali Rudolph. So Nick Laval and Sosine get shot off of that chaos. So Nick Laval's got this snake side. Well, he's sharing it with Brad McCurley. So Brad McCurley and Nick Laval are gunned up against each other. Now Laval makes his move into Snake 1. Nicky Cuba and Brad McCurley. Now McCurley streaking down the highway, gets murdered by Laval. I don't know if Laval took a shot.
Yeah, Laval shot Brad coming down the snake.
Heads up play by Nick Laval right there. But Laval is out of paint. I think he snuck one down on Nicky Cuba. He did try to get across. And nice job by Nick Laval to finish that point and tie it up for the Upton 187 crew. 9 minutes and 30 seconds just about remaining here, and that was the longest point that we have seen so far at this event.
That was a great point. Very well played by both teams.
Yeah, it was a technical. I would say that they were definitely erring on the side of caution for sure, because it wasn't like no one took any risks out there. But it did pay off for, I'll tell you what, Jankel going down and clearing out Cali, and then Laval's heads-up play right there. Solid work for 187 crew to tie it up.
Chris Sosine shot Zaleski off the other side of the field, and this is where we really keep seeing the big moves coming from. A guy gets shot off the Dorito side, make the snake move. As soon as that happens, everybody sees that, whether it's confusion or just the focus of the attention as it shifts to that body walking out the field. Making counter moves on the opposite side of the field has paid dividends almost every single time that we've been watching these games.
Well, if let's check out this replay, but I totally agree, Todd. I have something to say about that too, especially from brackets. So here we go. Brad McCurley streaking, gun down though, and so we can get a little bit faster of a run, and he gets taken out by Nick Laval. Nick Laval, heads up play by him. Heard his coach scream that McCurley was running the highway. So let's check out Laval's reaction here. You can see McCurley appear there, and Laval able to dive back from that stream and get a ball in on him on the running target that Brad McCurley was. So nice job by Nick Laval, man. The heads up play there for sure. But what I was going to say is that Heat, Damage, Dynasty, I was seeing those guys play some aggressive paintball and making the moves when they were given moves. If they're being given a move, they're going to take those spots and impact. Those four teams yesterday really played very well, and Dynasty did lose to Heat, so they're 1-1. Those other teams are all 2-0. But the thing is that I just felt those teams had played this layout better than the teams we're seeing today.
Yeah, I agree with you. We've also seen a lot more penalties today, so the rhythm of the game hasn't quite been there. We see Damian Ryan coming up the middle right now for Infamous. Drew Templeton going all the way up to the Dorito 2. Damian Ryan in the X, or at the X box, gets shot by
the back corner.
Trailer.
No, I think Dorito 1 actually shot him from that back corner. Max Trailer finally getting in the game, Matty, getting up here in the snake. Snake 2. Look for him to come down the snake pretty quick, though.
Yeah, somebody's going to need to let Travis Lemansky know that he's in snake 2.
Well, one of the things that I thought Max Taylor was so good at on the Dorito side was his burst speed and his willingness to go forward. He reminded me of a young Chad Boucher over there, and I know that's kind of a big claim, but I really saw some awesome points. Go back and watch the games on demand, 187 games on demand on our site Paintball Access, and you'll see 187 getting it done. So we haven't seen that. Now we're seeing it. You see Max Trailer now all the way up past the 50-yard line, getting kills cross field.
Shooting Travis Lansky in the pack, but he has a shot across the field to Dorito, too. He's going to get another. He's going to get a 2-pack right here, I think, Matty.
Well, he's definitely got that angle. Let's see if he can actually drop a shot in on him.
Yeah, AJ Trillett just needs to get up and go trade out with Trailer just to give his guys on the opposite side of the field a little bit of an opportunity. You got Drew Templeton still alive over there trying to do work, down bodies, but you got Bobby Aviles in the corner down here on the snake side behind Trillett. Even if Trillett can get in there, maybe he can bait Trailer into trying to get up and come get him. Give Bobby an opportunity to shoot him.
Well, here's that shot right here that we're looking at, is that you're looking at Trailer in the 50-yard line, and he's trying to get that shot cross field on this Dorito guy right here, all the way cross field.
Yeah, and it looks like, it's hard to tell from up here, but it looks like he has the angle, but if he backs up, but he can't back up too much because then Drew right there will shoot him in the face like he just did.
Nice. So good job by Drew Templeton. Shoot him out there. That frees up AJ Trillett to get into the snake too now. And now he owns the snake all to himself. But 187's.
Oh, just gets clipped down the wire.
Eddie Painter snuck out to the corner during the confusion. I don't think AJ Trillett knew because he came out and looked right into a ball. Bobby Aviles.
Eddie Painter is good at paintball, man. That kid is good at paintball. Heads up play. And then now Bobby Aviles.
Bobby Aviles coming from that corner. Dives into snake 2 immediately. Looks across the field. Going to have to communicate with Drew Templeton. Bobby Aviles comes on the inside. He's going to go into the 50 snake. He knows where the shots are. Very intelligent paintball player, Bobby Aviles.
Clutch. He's a clutch player.
Yeah, he is the definition of clutch for sure, and he's proved it throughout the years. And here comes Eddie Painter. Let's see if he can get one. Was he able to get Bobby? I don't think Bobby took one. So on the run, Painter not able to drop one in, stitch Bobby up. So Bobby's got the snake to himself right now, and it's not going to be looking good here unless they can, 187 can drop one in on Bobby. Drew Templeton, Bobby Aviles left alive for LA Infamous, and 187 crew has Nick Laval and Dan Zaleski.
Yeah, this is where Drew Templeton needs to get involved. Bobby Aviles made a great move to shoot the player running at him and then duck back down and maintain his life. And there it is right now.
Drew Templeton just lining him up for the double tap right there, and it looks like a major penalty.
Major penalty on
Drew. On Drew Templeton. Oh, man.
But if that's a major, there should still be one player left alive on 187 crew, theoretically. You know, unfortunately, that didn't happen. I mean, he did clear everybody out, but he did draw a major penalty by getting the 2-pack. He got the one, I think, but I don't think he got the second one.
I need to see the replay on that one. That looked pretty close right there. I mean, and as soon as Drew Templeton made his move, Bobby Aviles was freed up to come out and put paint on those guys as well. So I mean, very tight game right now, 2-2, and looks like Drew Templeton might get stuck with that major.
Ooh, and that's gonna really hurt LA Infamous as that 2-minute major penalty. So Drew will have to serve that whole 2 minutes, and with about just under 6 minutes remaining here, that's a good third of the game, and that remains. So it looks like there's Templeton in the pits, and oh man, very frustrating turn of events as Infamous and Upton 187 crew here all tied up, and it's been a battle. It's definitely been a battle.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. I mean, you can see the frustration on Bobby Aviles' body language when he saw that flag. It's like, no, no. So, unfortunate incident. But however, there's still 5.5 minutes left in this game. Infamous is a strong team, and some teams play better with 4 sometimes. So I guess we'll have to see the outcome. But 187, they're playing much, much better this game.
There's nothing fun about playing with 4 guys.
Yeah. No,
nothing fun at all.
Nothing fun about that. It's like, you know what, guys, we're just going to spot you 20% of the firepower off the break. You can just have 20% more than us. No big deal. So 187 crew calling a timeout. And there's Drew Templeton right there, is Nicky Cuba. And Templeton is one of those guys that's really going to have to handle business for Infamous this year.
Now, I see 3 points now on Upton 187. I wonder exactly why that is. You know what happened, and this is what, like I said, if Drew Templeton did get that penalty, there should have been 187.
So you called that? That's basically what you're saying.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So that I think that they went in and gave the look at 187. The game plan. What is your game plan against 4 players against Infamous right now?
Well, 187. Hopefully they can finally get a guy out on the snake side like they did last game, and actually see what happened. That gun that Infamous may have to pull off that side could be the key to getting that guy over there. So, I mean, I think they're doing a fine job of getting out on the Dorito side. They just need to do a better job of being alive over here on the snake side and give themselves an opportunity to make moves once the breakout happens. So.
Yeah, and the thing with 187 is that they've got to, okay, look, again, man, forget what's happened so far, and you're winning the game right now. You got a gift from Drew Templeton here, and with 5 minutes and 49 seconds to go, need to get out there and try to just keep 5 bodies alive. Don't let Infamous get a G somebody up real quick and even it up, and then Infamous can turn the tables right here and score this point and tie it up. Paintball's so much a game of momentum, mental momentum, and right now it's definitely on 187 just stole with Drew. If that's exactly what happened, if he did get that major penalty, then he's kind of throwing it back to 187.
Yeah, but Infamous is used to playing with penalties at times, and very clutch players on the field right now, and Nicky Cuba, Bobby Aviles, Damian Ryan, and Kevin Rudolph. So, I mean, those guys are not only really good at burning penalties off, they're also good at winning points with penalties, if they play discipline. So, we're going to see here if 187 can take advantage of this. They look like they're running hard towards the snake side. And Max Trailer comes out wide, dives back off the side, but 187 sends somebody up the middle to try and lock off the snake side right away of Infamous.
Yeah, so 187 is able to keep 5 bodies alive, so Infamous not able to tie up that body count here off the break. Ooh, Trailer almost caught one.
Oh, Trailer just got bounced like right in the hand, so he's still alive in there. 187, since they have that in that center. Oh, and there's Trailer. Trailer gets shot again.
Cyclops.
I think Damian Ryan might have shot him. Put a couple good balls in there, and then Laval fills his spot right away and goes all the way to Snake 2.
Yeah, so Laval into Snake 2, having to take over the duties because his boy Max getting Cyclops in his bunker, and that does even the body count up, and Infamous just trying to drag that penalty out, and if they're able to get Drew back, now they will have the advantage.
Yeah. If 187 was smart, they would attack the middle of the field. That's number 37, Eddie Painter. You know, being in there, he's not locking it. Infamous isn't going anywhere. He doesn't need to lock that side of the field off. He needs to get up into the middle, up into that A, and start attacking those towers. Infamous loses Kevin Rudolph, first player on the Snake side, and 187 takes advantage by charging up the Dorito side.
But he gets taken out in the process, diving in, getting shot from across the field.
So Dan Zaleski gets shot by Bobby Aviles on the Snake side of the field. Turns real quick and chops him down. Making it a 3-on-3 game right now with Drew Templeton getting ready to come out of the box in 20 seconds.
Yeah, they're going to get him back for sure. There's no way that 187 is going to be able to close this game out before Templeton comes out of that box.
Damian Ryan just pounding paint down on the Snake side, trying to keep Nick Laval at bay. Eddie Painter still in the middle of the field, locking off the Dorito side now. Eddie Painter needs to get in this game and get involved.
And here the shoot in the box. I don't think Templeton got shot through the net actually, so Templeton not even getting a chance as 187. Oh, but 187, Nick Laval, Captain Nick Laval gets shot out of there, and it looks like Painter catches one as well. So here comes LA Infamous getting back in it as Painter and Laval drop the ball over here on the Snake side and in the center. They both die out of their bunkers within seconds of one another.
That's disappointing. They had this game in hand. There's no reason. Look at Bobby getting down the Snake, aggressive, get down the field. That's what 187 should have done.
Yeah, I mean, this is what you want to see out of a team that has championship expectations. Able to play down, be solid, communicate, lock off the field, and then against a team that they should beat regularly and have beat regularly, able to close those points out and win those games.
Talk about clutch performances. That's clutch right there. A lot of people.
You know,
I hear people that are like, I don't like clutch, or I don't understand it. I'm like, you want clutch? Clutch is having a major penalty. You're losing to 187. You should win this game. You got tons of guys that aren't on your team anymore, and you're still able to stay alive, get kills, and Bobby Villas and Nicky Cuba. That's clutch right there. So congratulations to Infamous as they tie it up here, but we still got a game as there's 2 minutes and 37 seconds. So on the back of the effort of Bobby Villas and Nicky Cuba, Infamous has tied it up. The score is 3 apiece with 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining here in the last game of the morning competition. We got a full afternoon set coming at you here at the first event of the 2013 PSP season in Dallas, Texas at Cousins Paintball. Matty Marshall alongside Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya. So in the afternoon bracket, we got CEP and Excessive playing each other. Now that's going to be a great game because Excessive, they lost 2 games yesterday in a must-win situation against the team that beat San Antonio X Factor. So CEP is going to be more driven than they ever have to come out and win. They've never won 2 games in a row, at least that I can remember. And then X Factor plays Dynasty. That's going to be a crazy game. Then we got Heat Excessive, Dynasty CEP, and Heat and X Factor. And let's see who's going to win this matchup right here. This could be the last point, though we've seen a lot of slow points. So that's what I'm saying. This could potentially be the last point of the game.
Yeah, you know, and look at 187. They're looking to get up the field. I think they're actually, you know, Infamous kind of sitting back a little bit. Losing the Snake side over here. I think that's Brad McCurley.
That was Kevin Rudolph.
I'm sorry, Kevin Callie Rudolph taking the walk. Now that leaves it wide open over here, Matty, for 187. We're about under 2 minutes in this game.
Yeah, you know, time's ticking off, man. And 187 in the driver's seat with 5 players alive. Lazat, Laval, Zaleski, Trailer, and Painter. But they're in the back bunkers. Not a lot of ground has been taken by 187, so I don't know if they're trying to go to overtime or if the pressure from Infamous is just keeping them from moving up.
Well, and you know, think about this. If I'm Infamous, I want to go into overtime because those guys are really good at those overtime points. They're consistently winning those overtime points to go on to the finals and stuff. I've seen them do it a minute.
And now Max Trailer starting to make his way down the snake. He's in past the 50-yard line. Let's see if he can actually get some production out of there and get a kill. Whoa, almost got killed himself. As you see, the guns from the Dorito side of Infamous is just zoned up on Trailer. Trailer trying to stay as low as possible. He needs some help, though. Trailer's taking all these guns. Look at all the guns that are on Trailer.
That's what I was just going to say. Now's the time for the other guys to get up the middle of the field.
This is experience right here, though. This is a situational awareness that we've talked about. And the rest of the guys, Nick Laval and Eddie Painter, that are backing up Max Trailer right now need to see that they have the ball with under a minute left. They can win this game right here. All the guns are on Trailer. Where is the attack? Attack needs to start happening. Obviously, they don't want to go too early and give Infamous the chance to win the game, but I have a feeling we're going to overtime probably.
Okay, there's 44 seconds left. You only need about 10 seconds to get that flag in.
Let's see if it's all going to come up to Max. Can Max Trailer get any kills out of here? Max Trailer locked in the snake. Finally getting some production over here and getting some ground, backed up by Eddie Painter. There's some kills are going to have to come off for Infamous if the 187 wants to put this point on the board. Here comes the attack. Just 20 seconds remain. Let's see if 187 can get it done.
Damien getting shot. So here comes the heat. Watch these guys. They have 5 alive. Watch out for penalties, though, right
Max Trailer launches. All the guns go to him, though. Move being made by, I think, not sure who that is on the Dorito side, but he's going to stitch up Laval. And it's Drew Templeton trying to get things done, and he gets a shot, then gets taken out himself, and just complete and utter chaos.
I'm really surprised that I didn't see a flag get thrown on that right there. I mean, there was madness going on everywhere. What an entertaining last point. Amazing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people running around right there trying to bring it through. And we're going to have our overtime session going to happen here. So 3-3 right after we get back from these messages.
So we are heading to our first overtime point of the event. There's going to be 3 minutes put on that clock, and we've had a change in the rules this year. It's a 3-minute overtime point, and if nobody is able to score a point in that 3 minutes, then it's a tie, and we move on to the next game. There will be a shootout, though, in Sunday's competition if there is an overtime. So they'll play a 3-minute overtime point, and if you still can't come out with a victor after that 3 minutes, then it goes to a shootout. First to 2 points wins, and you pick your best 5 guys and start playing one-on-ones until we get somebody that wins.
You know, I actually don't see it going that far. I really think Infamous is really good when the pressure's on with these overtime points, consistently winning these overtime points on other things. So let's go down to Lauren and see what she has to say.
Hey guys, this is Lauren down in the Ironman tent. To say it nicely, Ironman is freaking out a little bit. They didn't think 187 would come out this strong and get them in a tie. They're really just saying that they're better paintball players than 187 and they need to pull this point out. So they have 3 minutes. If they can't end this in 3 minutes, then it's ending in a tie and that's it. That's all for right now. Back to you, Maddie.
So here we go. We're about to watch it go down. 15 seconds. And the best 5 guys from each team have taken the field, and we will see who is going to win this matchup. Closest game that we have seen so far in this event. Here's the split screen breakout. Left-hand portion of your screen, Infamous. Right-hand portion, 187 crew. And it looks like 187 crew loses a player off the break, but they go aggressive on that Dorito side. Unfortunately for them, Nick Laval comes off early.
Yeah, Infamous, like I said, this is the same standard breakout that they had last game. Losing the snake side, the same exact thing happened again. Exactly as like AJ Trillette taking the walk, as you saw. There's Bobby Aviles holding it down. Getting in the snake, though, right now for 187 is Max Trailer. He needs a game right here.
Yeah, Max Trailer has kind of struggled so far here, but he's starting to pick it up. He's now consistently getting in the snake, and it's going to be up to him, put his team on a back, see what he can do in this snake, as there's no one in the snake for Infamous. Time starting to tick off, 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, that 3 minutes is, pretty short considering the games that have been played, and, in this match already. And, Infamous being on their heels right now, and 187 just attacking this snake hard. They went hard down the Dorito side right away, shot AJ Trillette, And now they got 2 guys in the snake. And it's going to be tough for Drew Templeton to get out past that Dorito 2 with Max Trailer here in the 50 snake.
Yeah, the thing is, it's going to be tough, though, with the time here.
Yeah.
And the fact that both teams, no one has an advantage. So if you want a long point, shoot someone off the break on both teams, and then,
Well,
and then have 4 guys just lock it up.
187 has the position.
They do.
So if they want to win this game, then they're going to have to come at Infamous. Minute 20 left on the clock. If they want to get it, they're going to have to make a move here, and it's going to be up to Infamous to chop these guys up as they come in. Max Trailer, you can see crawling. That's Bobby Aviles on the bottom of your screen right there. Damian Ryan in the can, Nicky Cuba in the corner, and Drew Templeton in Dorito 2.
But Max Trailer has ridiculous field position right now. But the problem is what can he do from there, because he's got some guns on him.
He's got some guns on him, but he can try and come right over the top and see if he can get a shot on Drew Templeton. He can try and make a play on Bobby Aviles. He's just going to have to try and create some confusion. His teammates are going to have to play off of it.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to have enough time, to be honest. Trailer's going to come out. I think he's going to get a shot cross field on a back. Did he get it? No, he missed that shot.
But I think Damian Ryan or Bobby Aviles just shot Zaleski out of the Dorito 3. So
it's not going to be enough time, I don't think. And Trailer just launches. So Trailer just giddies up and go. And here comes Jekyll right off of that. And he gets shot as well. They got one body, though. I don't think they're going to have enough time as Damian Ryan. Let's see if he's 9 seconds. Flag's lying on the ground, not going to be able to get that win. So it's going to be a tie game.
Man,
why didn't Damian
or
Drew just start sprinting towards the flag? It's just laying there right on the ground.
I don't think they could see the flag.
Yeah, but
I think
still
it fell on the ground, and I think they thought somebody had it from 187, because they both looked back and ran towards where Max Trailer came from.
I mean, they obviously didn't see it or they would have ran for it. But still, knowing that if you don't have that time to make those, okay, well, where's the flag? It's 9 seconds.
Yeah.
Just run towards the flag and hope to God it's around that area somewhere. Maybe you'll see somebody standing with it. You know, it's just you got to make that aggressive push there to try to get that win. And I'll give it to Trailer. At least Trailer giddied up and Jankel right behind him. So there just was not enough time. Not enough time. So we are going to have a tie game here, score 3-3. And in a crazy game. That was the closest game we've seen, obviously, because it ended in a tie. But that's a very, very, very close game between 2 evenly matched teams right now, 187 crew and Infamous. So
what an exciting game.
Oh, yeah. So there was penalties. It was a seesaw battle back and forth. Very interesting matchup there. And that's really going to make things interesting in this particular division.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at 187. You know, I'm extremely happy at the 187 I just seen. I think they need to bump it up a little bit. I think they're a little more aggressive. I think they would have won that match before we went to overtime.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they just play a little more aggressive, that they get up the field, because they had the positions. You know, Infamous is really good about locking down the field. You know, crossing it up. Bobby Aviles, Damian, Nicky, you know, all those guys. But you got to double up, help your brothers out, get up the field and shoot cross field.
Well, Nicky Cuba is just hoping to God that the hang. Yeah, so
Nicky Cuba just ran the flag in.
Yeah, Nicky Cuba just ran the flag in. And he's getting checked out by the referee, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on out there right now, but
what referee's
sell
checking him?
Sell
like,
it, Nicky.
Checking him. Hey, yeah, he's clean.
Sell it.
No problem. Another ref walks over and goes, "Hey, man, game's over."
Noble try though.
Yeah,
it's a good try. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit before we head. So it looks like Infamous wins. Wow. All right. Well, we have complete chaos there towards the end. All right. Well, we got Lauren down here on the sidelines. Maybe she can enlighten us as to what exactly happened.
Hey, we are here with Brad McCurley from Infamous. That last 10 seconds was pretty crazy. I know you guys were standing over in your pit pretty pissed off, but you got the point. How were you feeling during those 10 seconds, though?
A lot of anxiety. I mean, stuff tend to happen with the referees, and certain calls don't go your way sometimes, so we were kind of worried about that, and it having to go to one-on-ones when we really thought we had enough time to take the flag and hang it at the end of the overtime point. But luckily they got it all figured out, and we got the win.
You guys played the longest point of the weekend at 6 minutes. What was going on during that point? No one was really moving up the field or trying to take the advantage on either side.
Well, both teams lost somebody early on the break, so it was 4-on-4, and both of the teams had kind of figured out how to lock the field down when we were in those spots. We had lost our wide Dorito guy, and so had they. So we were both kind of mirrored up, and it was really who's going to make that move first, and it ended up coming down to a 2-on-2 with me and Nikki, and unfortunately, I had 0 paintballs, and Nikki had no air at all, so couldn't really pull that one out, but, you know, like you said, it was the longest point of the tournament, so now we know we got to carry more paint.
Tomorrow you have 10-10s and Ironman, which those are going to be some tough matches, so what do you need to focus on to make sure you can bring home those wins?
You know, we watch both of those teams play. Both of them like to push the Doritos heavy, and we're set up to shut that down, so we're good.
All right, well, good luck. That's all for now, guys.
All right, so yeah, crazy game, entertaining to say the least. So Infamous does take the victory. Appeared that there was a major towards the end, which then anytime you see a major within 90 seconds of the end of the game, then you get that automatic point. So let's check out the schedule for the rest of the day and the scores thus far here in Friday's competition. All right, so this morning, LA Ironman took down the Tauntauns. So the Tauntauns did not look bad in that game. LA Infamous then destroyed Seattle Thunder. 187 crew lost to the Tauntauns, and Tauntauns' first win here in their PSP Pro debut. Los Angeles Ironman then beat up on Seattle Thunder, and LA Infamous won an incredibly close game, closest game we've seen and lowest scoring game we've seen all tournament long. But coming up next, we got Chattanooga CP taking on Sacramento Excessive, and Chattanooga's 1-1, man, and Sacramento 0-2, must-win situation for them. San Antonio X Factor is going to play Dynasty, Houston Heat, and both X Factor and Dynasty are also 1-1. Houston Heat, Sacramento Excessive, Heat's 2-0, and San Diego Dynasty are going to take on Chattanooga CP, and then Houston Heat and San Antonio X Factor to close out the day. And do not go anywhere. We got lots more paintball coming at you here from the 2013 PSP Dallas Open. Matty Marshall with Todd Martinez and Chris Lasoya from Cousins Paintball. And we'll see you guys in a little bit.